Hello, Virgo, and welcome to the Astroflower. It's going to be a weekly reading for you going from the 30th through to the 6th of October. Slight change of format. We're going to be going into what's going on with the energies and what's going on with the elements within your Astroflower. And then we're going to be taking messages from the Astroflower for you and doing the tarot reading. It's going to be split into two, so you will find it time stamped at the in the description. If you want to go straight on to the messages and the tarot, you'll find that within the link below. But in the meantime, let's just have a quick look at what's going on with the sun. This has been what's going on with the sun. This has been over the past week. Here you can see that spiral energy that's coming through. That's just come past us is that coronal hole. So that's that earth energy. But it has been a lot of bit about, mainly about the filament energies, which is a little bit about the waters as well within life, the emotional side of in life. And we can see that spiral coming in just here on this section here. And there's a slight eruption right at the end just here now. You'll just see it now. There it is there, coming off. And that's been feeding that sort of that M flare that came through earlier on in the week. We do have the eclipse coming up as well, and that's going to change things over the next 6 months. I'll do a collective reading uniquely, maybe on the Sunday night. I'll try and do it as a live as well. That'd be really interesting. So that should be coming out on Sunday night, and see how that sort of plays in with your weekly readings. Let's just see what's going on in the way of the sort of energies from the sun. As you can see here, this is the KP, X-ray flux. This is the eruptions on the sun. This is the energies that are coming forward. That's those filament energies as much as anything else. But you can see a very slight uptick, and I was sort of saying that in the energy updates, which you can see on this channel where we go into a lot more sort of depth. I think that energy is really going to start hitting off a lot of fire in about the next sort of 2 weeks. In the meantime, it's a question of all positioning ourselves. Underneath, you have the KP index, which is like the magnetic field of the earth. It's like the aura system of the earth, and it's been pretty stable as we went through in the energy update, but there has been a few blips which came through from that energy that was from the M flare, which we went into on the on the energy updates. And it's been really sort of stable. So when it is stable, it's a good time to sort of start doing things for us and sort of understanding how our interaction with the world and how the world interacts with us to construct a much more sort of prosperous future. And last week was all about sort of in the tarot readings, all about sort of positioning. That's what it seemed to be like. And this week here, I think it's going to be moving much more on to moving from positioning to actual instigation of of plans and projects. So let's just have a quick look at your elements, and we'll see how that air and water is being affected. And as you can well see here, you've got that cardinal air that comes in from Libra, the sign just next to you, but it's also connecting with that water energy that comes in from Cancer. But then you have that transitional point between water and earth, which you get in Cancer. So this is on your financial side, and this is all about looking to the future, dealing with almost like an emotional component that comes into your life on the financial side, on your business and your projects, and how you evaluate them in your logic according to what you're living in your life, and how you can, let's imagine you got a promotion. Can you actually live that promotion? Is it very conducive to the rest of your life? It's a question maybe that should be answered, but it gives you that sort of constructive side as well with that fire there. The other thing you should notice is you've got to have a lot of air at your base, and I think that's all about instigating things and getting things really moving on for you in a very sort of positive way, and a lot to do with planning, sticking to the plan. It's very mental, I think, this week more than anything else. Driving ideas within your life. That's what seems to be with the elements that are coming through you at the moment. And we'll see that on the karmic paths, on both your financial and your relationship side, and the interaction with the universe that is around you. And see how you convert that into the future according to these emotional components that are coming into your life from the past to the future. It's how you move things on, basically. That's what it seems to be like more than anything else. Let's just, so without further ado, let's get into some messages from the Astroflower and also do your tarot reading. Okay, so there is the Astroflower there. Let's just get in with the overall energies here and see what's going on. The overall energy that's coming from within you more than anything else. It seems to, certainly on the relationship side or the emotional side of life, it could be about a spiritual path as well that you're embarking upon. It seems to be like here is where I think this is where you get the conversion from the past to the future, where you get that fixed water that comes through you. I think it's going to be a case of, yeah, you want things to definitely move on, but you want it consistently emotionally. That's what it seems to be within you, and that's within every aspect of life. That's not just one-to-one relationship. There's also your pleasures in life, your activities that you do. You want it to be emotionally stimulating but very consistent, so you're losing the erratic sort of ups and downs of the emotions in life. And I think that's what you're looking for. On your financial side, on your financial side, it's definitely pulling similar sort of thing as what's going on your relationship side. You're definitely working to a future here. You're working to a plan and pulling it forward. And it's like you're seeing an opportunity that is arriving, and it could be for a job promotion, it could be for starting a business, or just taking your business or projects into a new level of life. Basically, look at that. Seven of Cups. A lot of people have been getting the Seven of Cups. This is all about the evident path, basically, of what you're looking to be doing. So you could have lots of options within your life, and I think you're streamlining these options into a real defined emotional direction. As we saw there, there's a saying, got the water that comes in through there, and then you've got the cardinal water that also comes in through there. And I think this is where within you, I think you're looking for that within the world around you, to have emotional direction on your financial side and emotional stability on your relationship side. And let's just see what's going on that side, the relationship side. We've got the karmic message here. That's playing into outside world, but it's very defined. It's not just playing straight out. The experience you wish to have in regards to relationships, I think it's very it's applying that in the connections with the people that are around you. On your past self, yeah, your past self is very well defined. It's not really going anywhere. It's not sort of you're not really concentrating on it. That's what I want to sort of say. I think it's defined for you, and I think it's now a case of applying it in your future self. This has got a lot more passion. This is opening up a new way of an engagement or new way of being in life, I think, as well for you. So let's just see what's going on there on the messages that are coming in from this week, or the lessons to be learned from this week here. There is invest in what feels right. Okay, so that's the sort of general sort of lesson that should be learned from this week. But I think it's also the investment side, I think, is really important for you. Yeah, it's putting yourself forward. It's an investing in your life, and that's what the karmic path is all about. As I said earlier on, I think it's very well defined and cleared for you. Six of Pentacles is about sort of like making sure you're okay so everybody else is okay. Seems like you got the message here within the relationship side, and you're not suffering fools gladly. You're really sort of being very well defined about it. And that's what you get from the universal sort of energy. Yeah, being a lot more curious. I will note that you've got the eclipse there that's happening on the Eight of Cups, sorry. And I think this is where you are opening up to your connection with everyone or everything that is around you in a way that is like kind of going, okay, well, this is what I want in regards to my relationship. This is the consistency I want within my relationship. And as you push it, you're kind of going, wonder how that works. Oh yeah, that works like that. And I think this is where you're not risking anything by and at the same time learning a great deal. On your past there, you got the temperance. Yeah, I think I think you've done a lot of umming and ahhing and umming and ahhing. And this could be to sort of to do with family, friends, community, a lot of different things. I think you've done a lot of umming and ahhing, but I think that's done now. I think it's very clear for you. And I think that patience comes before action. And I think in the past you have been very patient with the world around you, with all types of relationships. And now you're sort of saying, okay, I've been patient. I've understood what I want. Now I'm going to go and get it. Boom. That is your future. That's your future self. You get the 6 of Wands there. And in your future self is like, you've won this prize here. You've won your place because you've done that reflection, because you've had that patience. And now because you're putting yourself forward, you get the 6 of Pentacles going to the 6 of Wands here. And this is really good. And it's how you emotionally have that consistency, I think, is going to give you the biggest rewards. And yeah, in the lessons of this week here, investment, as I said, investment and returns and what have you, investment of passions in life. And I think you're investing in the relationships that really sort of work for you within your relationship side. And I think this is where you can use your passions, and you're very, very passionate, Virgo, about life. And you can use that passion to get the best out of your world, basically. Let's just see what's going on your financial side. You've got the karmic path there. This plays into this here, and I think it's like an evident path for you on the karmic path. On your financial side, I think it's sort of like, it's very obvious of where you should be going. It's tied as well into your past, and this is what gives me this whole idea of the idea of having a clarity of your precise emotional input into your career path, which gives you that sort of kind of the past kind of going, this is what it's like, I've got the clarity, and now I know what I need to go after. That's what it seems to be like. So on the connection to the universe, or the world that is around you, partners, coincidences, partners, coincidences, work colleagues, a lot of different things here going on. And the universe, what is coming out of here? I think it goes straight up here. It's like this is the entrance. This is the entrance exam into my life. You shouldn't be allowing just people just to come into your life and start messing up things, changing your direction, trying to pull you off your path. I think the universe is being very, very clear about this. In your past self, this plays into this as well here. The past plays into the evident path with the 7 of Cups there. And I think it is becoming very evident for you for where you should be going. And in the future, it plays into this. I think there's an opportunity that's coming in for you this week that is just so obvious. There's no doubt about it. You might have been sitting there kind of saying, do you know what? I'd like to run a cafe. And then all of a sudden, a friend of yours sort of like telling you about what they're doing. They say, yeah, I was thinking of opening a cafe, but I need someone to run it. And they offer you that job. And that's the sort of thing that comes in. It becomes very, very clear, I think, for you. And what's the lesson that comes out of this week here? If it shines from within, let it shine outwards. That's the sort of thing that comes in. So I think it's sort of saying if it sits right for you, then let it live it. Live it, Virgo. From your karmic path here, I think that's what you're walking away from. It's the 10 of Swords, something that's dead, done and dusted with. And I think it was actually upside down, which is bizarre because I don't normally read upside down cards because it can get a little bit too long and complicated. But here, I think it's the case here that I think that's what you've been through. I think something that's gone, and I think you're realising that within your karmic path in the past there, and it's time to move on towards something that's so much better for you. And in the universe here, the universe energy is sort of like saying the 10 of Wands. I think you've got 2 10s here, like you had 2 6s on this side here. I think you're just sort of, it's a situation where you are saying, I'm not going to take or carry the world upon your shoulders anymore. You've got to come in with the good stuff. And that's on your past. Your past, you've got the 4 of Wands. I think you've realized a lot. You've come into alignment with yourself, and with that coming into alignment with yourself, you've definitely got a new idea, a new way of doing things. And in the future self, you get the Nine of Wands. And it's like, this is what I'm saying, if it feels right within you, that's what a healthy boundary is all about. And I think this healthy boundary is actually going to open up a great thing for you, a great opportunity within your life. And with the Three of Cups, this is where the message that came out of that. Yeah, if it feels right for you, then do it. If it shines within you, let it shine with others that are around you. And as I said, it's like an opportunity that someone's offering you a job to work as running a cafe. So it's exactly what you were sort of thinking. Six of Wands just fell out there as well. So that could well be, it could. I think there's a big success for you actually. But it's all to do with the fact that you're positioning about something and you're no longer doing something that you've been doing in the past. And it could be a way of sort of you weren't too positive about yourself. You sort of talked yourself out of situations in the past or got distracted in the past. And I think that's all sort of dead, done and dusted with. And you're trying out a new way of doing things. Let's just see what the influences are coming in for you from the outside world. With the general energies, yeah, it's for you to take this path. And it's for you to sort of like instigate that within your relationship side. I think it ties into the Six of Wands, Six of Pentacles and the Six of Wands here. It's about you being, having a control over your emotions in a way and just sort of applying, how you feel life should be more than anything else. With the Six of Pentacles, you get the Three of Cups. There is a lot of celebration. And a lot of celebration with you connecting with other people, and it's choosing how you connect with other people, which is going to bring you the best results. I think more than anything else, being curious about what actually works and what doesn't work. With the Eight of Pentacles and this Eight of Cups, this comes in from the universe. This is a leap of faith. This is trying things out without taking too much of a risk. That's what it's doing. And you're seeing things. It's easier for you to see things because it's a lot more defined within you of how you interact with the world that is around you. And in your past, and as I said, you've done a lot of umming and ahhing and so forth. I think you need to be strong. Excuse me. You need to acknowledge within you, the good side of you, and the Temperance card is coming out. I think this is an absolutely true message. I think you need to give yourself a little bit more credit, basically. Rather than being bamboozled by the world around you, I think you need to be sort of kind of going, no, I actually want this out of life, and I want this type of relationship, and I want good quality connections. With the Three of Cups, this is interesting. Look at this. You get the Six of... I'm going to leave it here because it'll be easy to see on here. So you get the Six of Cups with the Three of Six of Pentacles with the Three of Cups on your karmic path, and then you get the Six of Wands with the Three of Pentacles. So you've got all the elements apart from air. That's the only one you don't have. Air on this sort of situation, but that's what's coming. That's what you've got to put into it with that Queen of Swords here. And the moment you start putting yourself first, that's when you get some really good connections with people that are around you in the future. Works really well. It works incredibly well for you, and it brings you that success because you're recognizing the good side within you as well. And then at the top, you get the Six of Swords. This is that's that air side thing as well. Because you're putting yourself first, you're taking yourself to much calmer shores as you go into the future. Because you're passionate about it and you're using your passions in a very, very productive way. Woo! There's a lot of colds going on around at the moment. I think I've got the tail end of what I had last week. But yes, let's just see what's going on your financial side. With the overall energies, the Seven of Cups, you get the King of Cups. This is where I think you're changing a lot of things within you. What you're putting out there into the world around you, or what you so wish to put out there, is much more of a case of feeling, having a real direction, emotional direction within your financial, or your job, or your business, and where you can convert emotions into reality. And that's what you're sort of applying that. And in order to do that, something does need to be dead, done and dusted with. Seven of Cups. As I said, the Seven of Cups was playing into here as well. I think it's gonna become very, very obvious to you what things need to be just let go of and what things need to be followed in regards to your job, your business, or your projects. It's becoming a lot clearer for you. With the Ten of Wands, you get the Ten of Swords. Blimey, look at that! Twice you got the Ten of Swords down the bottom. There is this thing where your connection with with partners, with business projects, with colleagues, with people who you work with. Woo! There's a lot of colds going on around at the moment. I think I've got the tail end of what I had last week. But yes, let's just see what's going on your financial side. With the overall energies, the Seven of Cups, you get the King of Cups. This is where I think you're changing a lot of things within you. What you're putting out there into the world around you, or what you so wish to put out there, is much more of a case of feeling, having a real direction, emotional direction within your financial, or your job, or your business, and where you can convert emotions into reality. And that's what you're sort of applying that. And in order to do that, something does need to be dead, done and dusted with. Seven of Cups. As I said, the Seven of Cups was playing into here as well. I think it's gonna become very, very obvious to you what things need to be just let go of and what things need to be followed in regards to your job, your business, or your projects. It's becoming a lot clearer for you. With the Ten of Wands, you get the Ten of Swords. Blimey, look at that! Twice you got the Ten of Swords down the bottom. There is this thing where your connection with with partners, with business projects, with colleagues, with people who you work with. I think it's going to be. I think you should be really defining it, sort of saying, look, here's the bar. You've got to get over it if you're going to get in. That's just the way it is. And I think what you're saying goodbye to. The thing that is dead, done and dusted with is an attitude, in a way. In the way in which you allow life to engage, and in the way in which you engage in life as well. Okay? Oh, where's my flower gone? Oh, there, it's come back there. Right, lovely. And there we have the Eight of Pentacles with your past self, with the Four of Wands. In the past, I think what's happened here is you've chosen to do things differently within your career path or in your job and your business. And it's very clear to you about the good quality work that you need to put together or put into action in order to get the results, or the good results for you. With the Nine of Wands, you get the Nine of Cups. This is an amazing thing going on your financial side. It's a case of you really implementing your healthy boundaries to increase that joyous exploration of converting emotional states into reality within your financial world. And then on the outcome, or the lessons that could be learned from this week here, shine your light. Was that what it is? Shine your light inside you to shine the light outside of you. And this is, you get the Empress card here. The Empress, she's creating a whole new world, but she has a control over her emotions. She has a control over her emotions where she can actually sort of bring in a multitude of influences into one direction, which brings in a lot of results. And it makes you very, very attractive, I think, to the people that are around you, because of the boundaries that you're putting in place, and because you're putting into place as well the way that you're not accepting just anything to come into your life. You're being very much more sort of defined about the way in which you engage in your financial world, certainly with the people, the colleagues, the people that you work with and so forth. And that definition brings a lot of sort of kind of attraction to you, and it will bring you in an enormous amount of success. There you go, Virgo, being very much more sort of defined about the way in which you engage in your financial world, certainly with the people, the colleagues, the people that you work with and so forth. And that definition brings a lot of sort of kind of attraction to you, and it will bring you in an enormous amount of success. There you go, Virgo. Thanking you very much for being here. Hope you enjoyed the new format. It will get streamlined over the next sort of like couple of weeks. Thanking you very much for all the support you give this channel through the YouTube system. I will see you soon, maybe on the energy updates, wherever it is. Don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.